my name is Ellis Gaming and today I'm doing a video about Bonfire. As you can tell, I'm in my Bonfire outfit if you didn't know that. Basically this year, because of the pandemic going on, the Bonfire is cancelled for at least where I am, well, for everywhere because we're now in another lockdown, but that's great. Basically I just wanted to do a little video just explaining what Bonfire is, because a lot of people don't know. Like today I've had a lot of people, a lot of my friends saying, why do we do it? Like, what is the point? And basically I'm going to try and answer it. I don't know the full backstory, but I know the main reasons why it happens. I'm also going to go over a couple of the controversies about Bonfire, about some of the stuff about the outfits, and I'm also going to explain to you the jumpers that go on, and like, yeah. Okay, so the, oh, by the way, I'm in my bedroom. This is why we're in another room. Hope you like it. We got the butterflies, we got the shells, and we got Harley Quinn. It's a great day. So, basically, the reason we have Bonfire is because obviously the gunpowder plot was on the 5th of November. But also, in Lewes, there were a lot of riots about it because I think this is right. It was a Catholic, based, area, and people were having riots about it, and the police were trying to stop it and get everyone out and just break it up. I think some people died. I can't remember. But basically that's basically it. There's a load of riots in Lewes. That's why it's such a big deal in Lewes, because the riots happened and then the police said, okay, because we were protesting, they said you can protest, because they continue doing it for weeks. They said you can protest, but you basically can't, nothing's going to happen. So basically Bonfire was made and people were separated into different societies. I can speak, just saying. Separated into different societies, and then they were given different jumpers so that they can identify who was who, because basically this is the smuggle outfit. I haven't got my white jeans on, I've just got my black leggings because my white jeans don't fit me anymore. Basically, you wear the jumper with white jeans, or you wear your pioneer outfit or any other outfit that you want to wear. That's sort of kind of related, so like usually get Day of the Dead, a lot of pirates, especially in R1. For my society, our pioneer thing, I think that's what you say, our pioneers are the Red Indians, and I'll also go over a bit of controversy about that, but basically they gave us all jumpers, they put them all in jumpers and stuff, and just been the tradition to just blow stuff up, because just like the gunpowder plot would have had stuff blown up. And also it highlights a lot of political messages nowadays, like especially if you look at the tabs. So if you don't know, tabs are big sculptures that are made with fireworks fitted inside of them. So we march around the towns, and also happens in different places in East Sussex and other places. You march around the streets and then with flaming torches, which is epic. And then you do the Remembrance March, which is where you have a minute's silence, or a minute's silence for the war memorial, where the war memorial is to commemorate all the soldiers that had fallen in the war. And that's the really sad bit, but also it's even more sad because a lot of people don't take it seriously. Like, it is actually really sad because a lot of people died in those wars, and some people just don't respect it. So yeah, and usually when you go up to them, we have the poppies, big poppy things with flares on them, or just torches around them, and then you have your silence, and then you say a few words, and then we usually put, especially in Lewes, you put your society little flower floret thing. I think that's what happens, and you put it up on the war memorial in Lewes, which is in the main part of town. And then you do there's the so it goes the child's procession, which is the first one, which is a bit earlier than all the other ones, because then all the children can do it, and then if they need to go home, then go home after. Then it's the remembrance walk, and then there's another one, and then there's the final one up to the fire site, because so child's one, remembrance one, this one, I think this is the two-parter. So this is the longest walk. So you walk up to a certain place and then you stop, and then another society goes down, which is Borough, which I'll explain in a minute, and then we go after them, and that's when usually the tab is revealed to everyone. And then there's the walk down to the fire site, which we don't really do because we always cut down and go to our house and get food and then go back to the fire site before everyone comes down. So yeah. And basically after the fireworks and all the bonfires gone off, usually this is like more for the adults or like the teenagers, like the older teenagers. I went to it last year though, I was quite proud. You have bonfire prayers, and basically they say a load of stuff, they chuck a load of firecrackers and a load of bangers, just a lot of noise, and then you walk over fire. It sounds mental, but it happens, and I was terrified to do this the first time because it was last year that I did it, and it was my first time going to a bonfire prayers, and it was really cool, but I was terrified to walk over the fire because I didn't want to get caught on fire. But basically it was fine. I nothing happened. I just walked over fire. It was the everyday thing, you know. But basically the problem is if you walk over the fire but don't keep walking and you just stop on it, then you're gonna burn. Then you're gonna like go up in flames and you know you're gonna die. But or you're gonna get seriously injured. But when you just keep walking, it's fine. It just heats up your legs for a few minutes. It's actually quite soothing. So I really enjoyed that last year when I did it. So yeah, I hope that sort of explained why we do it, because of the riots in Lewes, and it was a big deal for Lewes basically because it was near London. I think that's where it happened. I don't know much, but I know you can also watch videos about it on YouTube, other YouTube videos. There's a video from the 70s and 80s and a couple of other eras where the bonfire protests are going on. Some of it has a bit of context and everything, so yeah. Okay, so I'm going to go through the controversies, and then last I'm going to do about the jumpers because they're my favourite bit. So the controversies is, at the moment, because in a few societies, like Borough, they have the Zulus, we have the Red Indians, when you blacken your faces, or if even the smugglers do it as well, if you don't know what a smuggler is, it's basically the people who wear the jumpers and the white jeans. They're just the basic people. That's what it was. That's what the outfit was. So basically people were blackening their faces, and everyone was recently becoming a bit more concerned about it and saying how it was racist and how it doesn't, like, it's not a good thing basically. And I understand the point that they're coming from, but also at the same time it has historical context, because the blackening of the faces was never to be racist. It was to hide from the police. Basically, that's what it was all about. When you blackened your face, you were hiding from the police when you were going to the riots, because when they split you up, you ran off, and basically you wouldn't be able to see them. So that's why that happens, and that's a lot of controversy around that at the moment, obviously because of things developing in the world and getting better in certain places. But yeah, that was just one of the biggest controversies at the moment, saying that also people shouldn't be able to have the Zulus or the Red Indians. But I also think they're kind of, they have their reason for being there. They're not just there to be rude or racist or offend anyone. There was connections with it, because I'm not sure what they are, but my mum knows basically. My mum knows everything about Bonfire. Well, not everything, obviously, she's not that great. Well, she is, but okay. Basically, there is like a reason why they are there. They're not just there for the sake of it. Like Southover, for example, the Red and Black Society that are in Lewes, they have the monks. And basically on the road, the Southover, no, I don't think it's the Southover Road, Mountville Road, well, they had the monks in Lewes anyway. That was basically the context for those. That's basically it. So yeah. There's a lot of reasons why stuff gets put on there. They're not put on there to be racist. They're not put on there to be horrible. Obviously, certain things to do with like blackening your face in other areas is very racist. But here, it's just really not trying to be. I understand people's like a thing against it. Personally, I don't have a problem with it, but I'm not really up for like having an argument with anyone or having like a problem with anyone. If you find that racist, okay, I do understand it. But I personally think it's a part of the culture around it, because that is what they would have done, and it's got historical context and historical reasons, so whatever. But anyway, okay, so let me stand up on my bed quickly. We're gonna do a great little tour. Okay, so this is a bonfire jumper. This is my society. So I'm in Commercial Square. We are the no, not red. We are yellow and black. So, yeah, we're yellow and black. They're actually really comfy. I just bought my new one. which I'm not going to be able to use, which is really sad. And also, I've had my hair washed, so that's why it's a bit messy. They're actually really nice. They're a bit thin. They're like knitted ones. But basically, on Bonfire, there's a lot of fire anyway, so it doesn't matter. But obviously today, there's less fire. Apart from here, we're going to do a little fireworks thing. I might add a little video in of fireworks going off, because I'm going to do a little video on my Instagram as well. So yeah. Great. The other jumpers, so there is red and white jumpers. That is Waterloo, another society. There is blue and white, which is Borough. There is black and white, which is Cliff. They're the oldest ones, and they're the ones who keep most of the traditions. Like, they do a thing called barrel running. So people run with barrels of flaming torches down Cliff High Street, and it's basically a race. It's in the name. And then there's green and white, which is Neville Juniors. They are the ones that were set up for the younger kids, obviously the juniors, and they started off as very little people and then expanded because all the families wanted to join in, and then other societies can cross over and go to each other's processions and also go to things called out meetings, which I'll also explain in a bit if you want to hear that. Then you've got red and black, which is Southover, which I explained earlier. There is cream and brown, which is South Street, and I think that's all the ones for Lewis. And then there's other colours. I think purple and grey are Seaford. East Hoathly, I think they were red, gold and blue. I think that was it. And Ringmer is red and green. I know this because I have one of my friends in Ringmer. Oh no, it's not Ringmer. It's she doesn't go to Ringmer one. There isn't a Ringmer one, I swear. Well, basically that's another society, I think. I can't remember what she said it was. Oh well, it's another society. There's lots of different colours, lots of different variations in lots of different societies, because there's more across East Sussex, but Lewis have the main colours, basically. That's what I think anyway. And yeah, basically, that's what the jumpers are there. Also, usually with your outfit you wear your jumper, something underneath or something. But this is for the basic smugglers. And then you have white jeans. As you can tell, I'm modelling greatly with my white jeans. And you usually wear a red bandana with it, unless you're Neville Juvenile. That's what their official name was. It was a yellow bandana. I don't know why, but it's just a yellow bandana. And also, if you want to do the whole beanie look, you do the red beanie for R1. And I know that the purple and grey one, you do a grey beanie, which is kind of epic. What was I going to talk about? There's another thing I was going to say. What was it? What was it? I don't know. Oh, each society has their own pub. So basically, it's a great thing. Fire and pubs. It's great. So basically, we have the Elephant and Castle. I think Waterloo is the Royal Oak. I'm not sure about the other ones, but basically different pubs have different societies connected to them. So, yeah. I can't remember what else I was going to say. I said I was going to say something else, but I don't know what it was. But yeah, it's really sad this year that Bonfire's cancelled because of the whole pandemic. I keep going on about the pandemic, but it's a big deal. And we're going back in second lockdown, so it wouldn't have been happening. It wouldn't have been happening before the second lockdown, and now because of the other lockdown, it's literally started today. So there is no chance of it happening, so that's a bit sad. I'm probably going to upload this tomorrow. I'm going to be really busy tonight because doing fireworks. We're doing them at 10 because that's when they would usually kind of go off at about 10 or 11. So yeah, fun times. Okay, I think that's going to be it for this part of the video. I may do video of the fireworks, I don't know. But well, okay, if not, thank you for watching anyway, and I hope you enjoyed my little talk about Bonfire. I certainly did, because I bloody love Bonfire. It is amazing. Okay, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!